All right, good evening, everybody. All right, we are continuing from where we left off previous class. We were looking at multiplication and division of algebraic terms. And so we would have gone through the examples already. So now I'm asking you to go through the exercise. So I'm going to give you about 5 minutes to 8 minutes to complete what we have here, and then we'll go through them together. And I'll ask each person to walk me through one of these questions. So be prepared to walk me through the solution. All right, guys. So you may continue your work, and within the next 5 to 8 minutes, we'll go through them. All right. Okay, everyone, good evening again. By now, most of you should have gone through these questions, so I'm going to start working them now. So I'm going to ask each person to give their input. So anybody would like to write question 1 for me and give me the answer?
Sir, yes, sir.
All right, Ms. Williams, go ahead.
Question 1 would be 2x multiplied by 5y, so that would be 10xy.
Okay, anybody else agree with Ms. Williams? Let me see your hand. Okay. All right, Ms. Williams, very good. All right, anybody else would like to do question 2?
Sir, number 2 is 3a times 4b given 12ab.
All right, so this will be 12ab. Good. Anybody want to do question 3 for me?
Sir, question 3 is 12m. 3 times 4m equal 12m.
Okay, thanks. Very good, guys. Everybody is on top of the game. Who wants to do question 4? Anybody? Mr. Eugenia, how about you?
Sir, question 4 is 4p.
All right, can you explain the answer for us?
Quarter times 16 over 1 equal 4.
Okay, but don't forget about the Q though.
Yes, sir. QP. Sorry about that.
All right. So the answer, so you just simply multiply the numbers together. 1/4 times 16 is the same as 16 divided by 4, which would give you 4. Group the letters together, you get 4 PQ. As you recall, we would have put our letters in alphabetical order. All right. Anybody want to do question 5 for us?
Yes, sir. The answer is negative xy.
Okay, negative XY. Good, Miss Clark. Who wants to do question 6? Miss Quevedo, would you like to do question 6 for us?
Six AB. What? 6AB, sir.
Can you explain the answer to us, Miss Quevedo?
Negative 3A times negative 2B. Negative or negative would result in a positive number.
Okay. I would rather if you say though negative times negative, because oftentimes students kind of confuse the term negative and negative. So I would like for you to use the operation instead of saying and. So negative times negative, because sometimes we can add. So we may say negative plus negative or so on. All right, so as not to create any confusion, all right? So negative 3 times negative 2 give you positive 6. and we group the AB. So we have 6AB. Thanks, Ms. Cabrera. Who would like to go for question 7? All right, Miss Taylor. Ms. Taylor, would you like to do question 7 for us? Are you hearing me, Ms. Taylor? All right, I'm not getting any response from Ms. Taylor. Ms. Cummings, would you like to do question 7 for us? Are you there, Ms. Cummings? Are you hearing me? Ms. Shea, would you like to do question 7 for us? Let me see the hands if you're here.
Sir.
Yes, Ms. Shea.
Okay.
All right, who is speaking? Yeah, go ahead, Ms. Shea.
Sir, I'm not confident about my answers. I rather not say.
You're not about your answer?
No, sir.
Okay. Tell me what to do though.
Sir,
What you did? Go ahead.
Sir, I multiply the 8 times the 3.
And
And then I get 24 mn.
yes. So the answer is 24 mn, except you have to pay attention to the sign. What sign you should have in the answer?
Negative 24 mn.
Correct. And why do we get a negative here?
Sir, because in the bracket it says negative 3n.
All right, so there's a negative 3n in the bracket, but what particular reason why the answer become negative?
Sir, because what I multiply by the number is negative.
All right, so the rule is if you're multiplying a negative times a positive, the answer becomes negative. All right, thanks very much, Ms. Shea.
Oh, you're welcome, sir.
All right, some persons are reluctant to volunteer. Ms. Trevia, can you do question 8 for me, please?
Wow. Sir.
Yes, go ahead.
Sir, the answer is negative 12 AB.
Oh, Ms. Maywa.
Yes, sir.
So it is negative 12 AB.
Yes, sir.
As question 7, you multiply the numbers, multiply a negative times a positive, so you get negative 4 3 is 12. 8 times B give you AB. All right, who would like to go ahead and do question 9 for me? Miss Trevia, you want to do question 9 now? Miss Cummins, are you there? Can you hear me? Miss Green? Miss Green, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Okay. You want to do question 9 for me, miss?
Sir, is it 27, 20, 27, 24, I mean, sir. 24, negative 24 PQR.
How many negatives you have in the question?
Positive, sir. Positive 24.
Go ahead again, miss.
Positive 24, sir. QR. PQR.
All right, correct. And you realize why it is positive, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. You want to explain to us?
Sir, you have 1 positive times 2 negative, sir. That would give you a positive.
All right. So whenever we have the number of negatives in our answer can determine the sign. So if you have an even amount of negative, in this case, you have 2 negatives. 2 is an even number, so you have an even amount of negative. Once you have an even amount of negative, when you multiply them, you will get a positive value. All right?
Yes,
So
yes, sir.
in the general rule, we follow the signs, and then now we multiply by grouping the numbers and the letters together. All right. Question 10.
Sir, I got positive 60 ABCD.
All right, Mr. Shamar,
Yes, sir.
what is it? Question 10?
Yes, sir. I got positive 60 ABCD. Correct.
60?
Yes, sir. Positive 60 ABCD.
Okay. So the answer is positive 60. ABC. Who would like to go for question 11?
Yes, sir.
Go ahead, Ms. Williams.
The answer would be 2x.
So the answer is 2x. Who would like to go for question 12? Come, guys, these are very easy now. You can just jump on, write them through. Let me find out. Miss Taylor, are you there? All right, Miss Genovia, do question 12 for us. Are you there, Miss Genovia? Guys, I would rather that you answer rather than keeping silent. It's either you can do the question or you can't. Just let us know. We'll continue. All right. Miss Scott, would you like to do question 12 for us, please?
No, sir.
All right. Who would like to do question 12? How about you, Mr. Paisley?
Okay.
Who is going?
Sir, I got 0.
Oh, Miss
0A.
All right. So question 12, we have 4a divided by negative 7b. Could you explain to me how you get a 0a?
Sir, I divided 4 divided by negative 7 and I got 0. 0 point, a lot of numbers behind it.
All right. So if you use your calculator, you're going to get a decimal. But in this case, you really don't need to do that. All you need to do is to write it back in a fractional form. And so this would be the same as 4a over negative 7b. So 4a over negative 7b then the overall answer, you're dividing a positive in the numerator and negative in the denominator. So if you're dividing a positive by a negative, overall, the fraction now becomes negative. So you have a negative fraction of 4a over 7b. And I would like you to realize or to note that for the answer, I position the negative sign in front of the fraction bar. Everybody notice that? So in that case, we are saying the entire fraction is negative now. Here to the left of that, when we have 4a over negative b, all we're saying in this one is that the denominator is negative. And so we are dividing the numerator, which is positive, by the denominator, which is negative. So the overall fraction now becomes negative. So the negative sign must be placed in front of the division bar. I hope everybody understands that. Let me see the hands of those who understand what I just said. All right, good. So,
Could you explain it again, sir?
Right, Miss Green, that was you?
Yes, sir.
Right. So remember we were using the rules from integers. So if you're dividing, the 4a up here would be a positive 4a, even though we don't have a positive sign up there, right? And the denominator would be a negative 7b. So this in itself is not the final answer. The final answer now would be, after we divide this positive by this negative, we know that when you're dividing a positive by a negative, the overall value is going to be negative. So now for this fraction, positive divided by negative, the entire fraction that you get now, which would be 4a over 7b, the entire fraction becomes negative. So to indicate that the negative sign is in front the division bar. Remember, the division bar is this line here. And to show that the entire fraction is negative, you put it in front that bar. You follow what I'm saying, Miss Green?
Yes, sir.
All right, so that's why we have it like this. Anybody would like to do, what about you now, Miss Amanda? Would you like to do question 13 for us? Miss Amanda? Are you there, Miss Amanda? Guys, even sometimes when you don't know, you should be willing to try. But that's how you help. It helps you to clarify whatever you're not sure of. Whatever doubt you have when you try, and I make the correction for you, you will remove that doubt. So please, even if you don't feel comfortable that you know the answer, just try. There's nothing wrong with trying. And if you don't get the correct answer, it's a learning moment. And it doesn't go only for one person, it goes for everyone. All right, I know sometimes students are reluctant because they don't want to sound as if they don't know in front of others, but this is a safe space where we can be comfortable making our mistakes, because I'll be here to correct them, and when I correct them, everybody will benefit. Even the persons who don't want to ask the question, those persons will also benefit. So don't be afraid to at least volunteer to do the question.